my beloved child. You are next. Yes, I am seriously demanding your attention to my words for the next few minutes, because you are next. Child, I have called you by name, and you are mine. You are not an accident, nor are you forgotten. You are chosen, appointed, and anointed for such a time as this. I have been preparing you, even when you didn't realize it. Every trial, every tear, every moment of doubt, and every victory has been part of my divine plan for your life. You are not here by chance, but by my design. I have placed you in this moment, in this season, for a purpose that only you can fulfill. You may not see it yet, but I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life. I am aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities to bring you into the fullness of your destiny. You are next because I have chosen you to carry my light into the darkness, to be a voice of hope in a world that is desperate for truth. You are next because I have entrusted you with gifts, talents, and a calling that will impact generations. You are next because I have seen your heart, and I know that you are willing to say yes to me, even when it's hard. Child, I know the battles you've faced. I know the times you've felt overwhelmed, discouraged, and unsure of your next step. But I want you to know that I have never left your side. I have been with you in every moment, holding you up when you felt like you couldn't go on. I have been your strength when you were weak, your peace when you were anxious, and your hope when you felt lost. I have been there, even when you didn't feel me. And I am here now, speaking to you because I want you to know that your season of breakthrough is here. You are next. I am calling you to rise up, to step into the fullness of who I created you to be. I am calling you to let go of the past, to release the doubts and fears that have held you back. I am calling you to trust me in a deeper way, to believe that I am who I say I am. I am, and that I will do what I have promised. I'm calling you to walk by faith, not by sight, to take bold steps of obedience, even when the path ahead seems unclear. I am calling you to surrender every area of your life to me, to allow me to lead you into the abundant life I have prepared for you. Child, I know the desires of your heart. I know the dreams you've carried, the prayers you've whispered, and the hopes you've held on to. And I want you to know that I have not forgotten them. I am a God who keeps his promises, and I am faithful to fulfill every word I have spoken over your life. The dreams I have placed in your heart are not there by accident. They are there because I have destined you to achieve them. They are there because I have called you to do great things in my name. They are there because I have a plan to use your life to bring glory to my name and to impact the world around you. But child, you must understand that the journey ahead will require faith. It will require you to trust me even when you can't see the full picture. It will require you to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. It will require you to let go of control and allow me to lead you. It will require you to persevere, even when the road gets tough. But I promise you this, I will be with you every step of the way. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. I will guide you, strengthen you, and provide for you. I will be your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. Child, I am calling you to a deeper level of intimacy with me. I want you to know me in a way that you never have before. I want you to experience my love, my presence, and my power in a way that transforms your life. I want you to spend time in my presence, to seek me with all your heart, and to listen for my voice. I want you to hunger and thirst for me, to desire me above all else, because when you seek me first, everything else will fall into place. When you put me at the center of your life, I will align everything else according to my perfect will. I am calling you to be a vessel of my love and grace. I am calling you to be a light in the darkness, to shine brightly for me in a world that is desperate for hope. I am calling you to love others as I have loved you, to show compassion, kindness, and forgiveness to those around you. I am calling you to be a voice of truth in a world that is filled with lies. I am calling you to stand firm in your faith, to be bold and courageous, and to declare my name with confidence. Child, I am calling you to walk in victory. I have already given you everything you need to overcome every obstacle, to defeat every enemy, and to fulfill your destiny. I have given you my word, which is a lamp to your feet, and a light to your feet, and a light to your path. I have given you my Spirit, who empowers you, guides you, and teaches you. I have given you my promises, which are yes and amen. I have given you my love, which casts out all fear, and I have given you my grace, which is sufficient for you. You are next because I have chosen you to be a world changer, a history maker, and a difference maker. You are next because I have a plan to use your life to bring glory to my name and to advance my kingdom. You are next because I have called you to be a part of something greater than yourself, to be a part of my eternal purpose. You are next because I have seen your heart, and I know that you are willing to say yes to me, no matter the cost. Child, I am calling you to rise up and take your place. I am calling you to step into the fullness of your identity as my beloved child. I'm calling you to walk in the authority and power that I have given you. I am calling you to be a leader, a warrior, and a light in the darkness. I'm calling you to be a vessel of my love, my grace, and my truth. I am calling you to be a voice of hope in a world that is desperate for answers. I am calling you to be a reflection of me, to show the world who I am through your life. You are next because I have chosen you. I have called you. I have anointed you, and I have appointed you for such a time as this. You are next because I have a plan for your life that is greater than anything you could ever imagine. You are next because I have destined you to do great things in my name. You are next because I have seen your heart, and I know that you are willing to say yes to me. So rise up, my beloved child. Rise up and take your place. Rise up and step into the fullness of your destiny. Rise up and walk in the victory that I have already given you. Rise up and be the light that I have called you to be. Rise up and shine brightly for me. Rise up and declare my name with boldness and confidence. Rise up and be a voice of hope in a world that is desperate for truth. Rise up and be a reflection of my love, my grace, and my truth. You are next because I have chosen you. I have called you. I have anointed you, and I have appointed you for such a time as this. You are next because I have a plan for your life that is greater than anything you could ever imagine. You are next because I have destined you to do great things in my name. You are next because I have seen your heart, and I know that you are willing to say yes to me. So rise up, my beloved child. Rise up and take your place. Rise up and step into the fullness of your destiny. Rise up and walk in the victory that I have already given you. Rise up and be the light that I have called you to be. Rise up and shine brightly for me. Rise up and declare my name with boldness and confidence. Rise up and be a voice of hope in a world that is desperate for truth. Rise up and be a reflection of my love, my grace, and my truth. My beloved child, You are next, and I am speaking to you now because I want you to understand the deeper workings of my plans, the timing of my hand, and the reasons behind the delays you have experienced. I know there have been moments in your life when you've questioned why certain things didn't happen, when you thought they should. You've wondered why prayers seemed unanswered, why doors remained closed, and why the breakthroughs you longed for felt delayed. You've asked, why now? Or why not yet? And even why at all? I hear your questions, and I want to reassure you that every moment, every delay, and every seemingly unanswered prayer has been part of a greater plan, a plan that is far more intricate and beautiful than you can fully comprehend. Child, I want you to understand that my timing is perfect. I am not bound by the constraints of time as you are. I see the end from the beginning, and I know the exact moment when every piece of the puzzle must fall into place. What feels like a delay to you is often my divine preparation. I'm not slow in keeping my promises, as some understand slowness. Instead, I am patient, ensuring that everything is perfectly aligned for your good and for my glory. I'm working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail, so that when the time is right, you will step into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. There are reasons why some things happen only at certain times. Sometimes, it is because you are not yet ready to receive what I have for you. I am refining you, shaping you, and preparing your heart to handle the blessings, responsibilities, and challenges that come with the promises I have spoken over your life. Just as a potter molds clay, I am molding you into the vessel I need you to be. I am strengthening your character, deepening your faith, and teaching you to rely on me in ways you never have before. These seasons of waiting are not wasted. They are sacred. They are sacred. They are the moments when I am doing some of my most important work in you. Other times, the delay is not about you, but about the people and circumstances around you. I am working in the lives of others, aligning their paths with yours, and preparing them to walk alongside you in the journey ahead. I am setting the stage for divine connections, partnerships, and relationships that will play a crucial role in your destiny. I am also working in the world around you, shifting circumstances, breaking down barriers, and creating opportunities that will pave the way for my promises to be fulfilled in your life. What may seem like a delay is often my way of ensuring that everything is in place for my plan to unfold in its fullness. Child, I know that waiting can be hard. It can feel lonely, frustrating, and even painful at times. But I want you to know that I am with you in the waiting. I am not distant or indifferent to your struggles. I see every tear you've cried, every prayer you've whispered, and every moment of doubt you've wrestled with. And I want you to know that your waiting is not in vain. It is not a sign of my absence or my neglect. It is a sign of my love and my commitment to bringing about the very best for your life. I also want you to understand that delays are often opportunities for growth. In the waiting, I am teaching you to trust me in ways you never have before. I am teaching you to surrender your plans, your timelines, and your expectations to me. I am teaching you to walk by faith and not by sight, to rely on my promises rather than your own understanding. I am teaching you to find your peace, your joy, and your fulfillment in me, rather than in the circumstances around you. These are lessons that will serve you well in the days ahead, as you step into the fullness of your calling and destiny. There are also times when delays are a form of protection. I see what you cannot see, and I know what lies ahead. Sometimes what you are asking for, though it seems good, is not what is best for you. I am protecting you from harm, from mistakes, and from paths that would lead you away from my perfect will. I am shielding you from the consequences of decisions made in haste or out of desperation. I am guarding your heart, your mind, and your future, ensuring that you walk in the fullness of my blessings and not in the shadow of regret. Child, I want you to trust me in the delays. I want you to trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. I want you to trust that I am faithful to my promises and that I will fulfill every word I have spoken over your life. I want you to trust that my timing is perfect and that what I have for you is worth the wait. I want you to trust that I am with you in the waiting and that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I also want you to use the waiting seasons wisely. Do not waste them in frustration or despair. Instead, use them to draw closer to me, to seek my face, and to deepen your relationship with me. Use them to prepare yourself for what is to come, to grow in wisdom, in faith, and in character. Use them to pour out your heart to me, to share your dreams, your fears, and your desires with me. Use them to listen for my voice, to hear my guidance, and to align your heart with mine. The waiting seasons are not empty or meaningless. They are filled with purpose and potential if you will embrace them with the right heart. Child, I know that there are moments when the waiting feels unbearable. There are moments when the weight of your circumstances feels too heavy to carry and the silence feels too loud to bear. In those moments, I want you to remember that I am with you. I am holding you in my arms, carrying you through the storm, and whispering my promises into your heart. I am reminding you that I am faithful, that I am good, and that I am working all things together for your good. I am reminding you that the delays are not denials, and that the waiting is not wasted. I am reminding you that I am with you, and that I will never leave you, and that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I also want you to remember that the delays are not forever. There is a time for everything under the sun, a time to wait, and a time to wait, and a time to move forward, a time to be still, and a time to take action. The season of waiting will not last forever. The delays will come to an end, and the promises I have spoken over your life will be fulfilled. The doors that have been closed will open. The prayers that have been whispered will be answered, and the dreams that have been deferred will come to pass. The waiting will give way to fulfillment. The silence will give way to celebration, and the delays will give way to destiny. Child, I want you to hold on to hope. I want you to hold on to the promises I have spoken over your life, to the dreams I have placed in your heart, and to the faith that I am working all things together for your good. I want you to hold on to me, to trust in my love, my faithfulness, and my timing. I want you to hold on to the truth that I am with you, that I am for you, and that I will never leave you, nor forsake you. I want you to hold on to the hope that the best is yet to come, and that what I have for you is far greater than anything you could ever imagine. I also want you to remember that the delays are not a reflection of your worth or your value. They are not a sign that I have forgotten you, or that I do not care about your desires. They are not a measure of your faith or your ability to receive from me. They are simply a part of the journey, a part of the process, and a part of my plan. They are not a punishment, but a preparation. They are not a rejection, but a redirection. They are not a denial, but a delay for something greater. Child, I want you to trust me in the delays. I want you to trust that I'm working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. I want you to trust that I am faithful to my promises and that I will fulfill every word I have spoken over your life. I want you to trust that my timing is perfect and that what I have for you is worth the wait. I want you to trust that I am with you in the waiting and that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I also want you to use the waiting seasons wisely. Do not waste them in frustration or despair. Instead, use them to draw closer to me, to seek my face, and to deepen your relationship with me. Use them to prepare yourself for what is to come, to grow in wisdom, in faith, and in character. Use them to pour out your heart to me, to share your dreams, your fears, and your desires with me. Use them to listen for my voice, to hear my guidance, and to align your heart with mine. The waiting seasons are not empty or meaningless. They are filled with purpose and potential. If you will embrace them with the right heart,